Welcome back. The Fertile Ground Festival is happening now, and part of that citywide performing arts fest is Shakespeare, like you've never seen him before. Joining me now are two performers with love of Shakespeare, Kristen Shear and Jake Hull. Hello, thanks for coming.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, and thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here. So what is Love Shakespeare? What's a typical show look like?
Well, our usual show is an improvised Elizabethan comedy. So we are definitely doing a departure for the Fertile Ground Fest, but it's a good time, and you don't have to know a lot about Shakespeare to enjoy it. But if you do, we'll definitely hit that mark as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's usually you can expect a 90-minute show with an intermission, and at the top of the show, we're getting suggestions from the audience of what this play is going to be about to really make sure that everybody feels that it's being made up on the spot, which it is.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Which is wild, but it's fun.
Okay. And this is part of the Fertile Ground Festival of New Works. Tell us a little bit about the festival.
Well, that festival has existed since 2009, if I'm correct, and it celebrates new works. So it's appropriately named Fertile Ground because a lot of new, exciting things come from there. And we've been challenged to propose something new as well, which is an improvised history as opposed to a comedy.
Yeah, so that's part of the spirit of the festival. Like you said, it's a new work for you in terms of, so you do normally comedies. So now you're going to do like, what do you, explain what that means.
Well, I think it's probably going to end up still being comedy. I think despite our best efforts to be dramatic, we will always arrive on some kind of comedy, right? But the themes and the ideas we're sort of jousting with as artists and performers is going to be a little bit more political. Think Game of Thrones, people vying for the throne, battles, which a 7-person cast, come see what we do to make a battle happen, because we don't know yet. But come find out, come hang out with us, come watch the show and see what that looks like.
So battle makes me think props. So will you have props on hand? Do you normally have props on hand?
We do. We actually have a whole array of costumes and props to draw from should there be need. We never know what we'll engage with, but it's there at hand. And other times we have to make do with the moment. So that's the ground of improv. Yeah.
Improvise a prop. I get it. I get it.
Exactly. But we do have swords and we do have flutes, and that covers most of the bases.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a title for this. It's called History 6 Part 2.
Right.
Part 2 implies that there was a Part 1.
Yeah, we're making this up, so there's no part one. We're kind of playing on some of the titles that Shakespeare used for the histories, and if you're like me, I get confused when you talk War of Roses and that part of history. There's so many changings of crowns and spheres of
Richard
rulers.
II, Richard III, Henry V.
Yeah.
It's sounding a lot just like numbers and names, you know?
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah.
So just a riff on that.
Yeah.
And you're listing all these things. What is your background? Are you like Shakespearean, aficionados, just improvers who decided to do this? I mean, like, what do you know about Shakespeare? If I gave you a test right now, which I won't. But,
Okay. Wow. Tough
what's your
questions.
background?
I love it. Yeah.
I do have a BFA in theater and performing arts. I have performed Shakespeare professionally. I love improv. That's sort of my main trajectory now as a creative person. And most of the cast has a working knowledge of Shakespeare. That's something that we rehearse, but everybody has varying degrees of experience with it beforehand. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm a composer for film. I work with symphonies a lot, and throughout my entire professional career, I've always ended up performing Shakespeare as well. Whether it's performing original music as part of the cast or being in the cast, Shakespeare's been a part of my life since I was like 17.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a baseline.
Yeah.
I think so.
The audience doesn't require that, but you all have that.
Right.
And then tell me about your costumes.
Oh, yes. Again, we change costumes throughout the show as needed, but this is our base layer of costumes created by the cast members. Rose Bonomo and Tyler Quinn work really hard to give us the most beautiful costumes that I've ever seen in a production. And there's all manner of things from like burlap things that we can wear to indicate our status as, someone who's not in the ruling class, or crowns and all of that.
Capes, robes, skirts that I wear, scarves. It's kind of a free-for-all, but that's the joy of it, is in the moment finding a character, running out onto the stage and just being there with your scene partner and deciding in that moment, what is this,
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, so tell people when and where and how they can get tickets.
Yes, the show is going to be April 17th and 18th, so this week. And you can get tickets at Love Shakespeare PDX and or portlandcenterstage.org or pcs.org.
Because that's where it's going to be, at the Armory.
That is where it's going to
Fun,
be.
Very
Yeah.
fun. Well, thank you both for coming today. It was great.
Thank you,
Thank
Lacey.
you.